He's just an enjoyer of other men's misfortune, Duke.
There's something wrong with you.
He is.
Oh, come on.
As soon as he sees misfortune stumble across another man, his whole demeanour changes.
There's a bit of water spilled on me.
That's it.
The only time we've seen him smile for the
Any form of animation at all since he's
Get
got
on with it, Jim.
the best thing that's happened to him. What is wrong with him? Gary,
none of us know.
I'm with you, Chief.
Thank you.
None of us know.
Shane Budge said it might as well have been Hutto walking on the green stuff. Same sort of impact as Jim.
Yeah, now.
Adam
That's a
Simmons says
pasting.
Wolf mentioning his column on air the day before. What unheard of. My mate Jace King's back. He's got his moisturiser and tissue paper. He's heading down to the dungeon at lock the doors, so he's good to have him back.
Hey, we also, not only the Twitter, Gary, do we receive information. They also they come from everywhere, and the texting as well. And in the middle of that interview with Bomber Thompson, we had Spud chipping in with great question, Warrior. What does he do on a Friday night, Spud?
I tell you what he does is he's wound up for tomorrow like I've never seen a man wound up. I've had more correspondence with him this week than I've had in the previous 25 years of our friendship.
Is he aware of your big story tomorrow?
Well, that's essentially what it's been about.
Or you
Has he got
putting it together?
Also, Spud's got good knowledge.
Got
Intel.
no knowledge.
What's with his 4 days worth
Well,
of
you know
product?
how he operates. He said, take it easy on Warrior tomorrow. That was his last one.
He spent the whole of today, and if I go through my phone, there might be 15 messages saying that you want to cob it tomorrow. Gary's told me it's you.
He is, honestly, he's become a freak of a man, Spud.
So's this man.
We're in studio tomorrow.
We
We're
are.
in studio
Richard Marsland.
before we come back here to watch your boys take on the Dogs. So they'll be on like Donkey Kong.
Who is it, Guess?
Ooh,
I can't sleep.
12 o'clock, and I have got security. You know the sort of security around South Melbourne.
I do. Oh.
Clarendon Street style.
Hey, there was a punch up underneath Bill and I, middle of the week.
I saw him tonight as I drove in.
Yeah, exactly. The bikie's going absolutely nuts
all right,
through
over to you,
Coles
Jim.
and all sorts of things.
Fair enough.
Jim, tomorrow on a Saturday, I'm normally junior football. I start off
Yes.
at Auskick, and then I follow the kids around junior.
Take your radio, Jim.
I have got my radio. I've just put new batteries in just in case they run out, because the story that the Wolf is sitting on,
12:15.
I'm assuming will lead the news tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. He's a little bit
Take
on edge
2
too.
radios.
Take another one.
Do you have any sort of feeling as to which of the Saturday members it may be about?
Got an inkling.
He's
Got
no
an inkling.
He's got no inkling.
I've just
What's your
spoken to
inkling,
our
Gus?
big nose producer at the back, and
He's
he's
got
nervous
even
about
less
it.
inkling.
What's
that
your
bloke.
inkling?
Well, I just think it'll be directed towards someone who maybe is here tonight as well, potentially.
You got
Well,
no
that
inkling.
narrows it to 2. That means it ain't Spud.
But he tell you what, I want to be big because it's
The build-up's been
reverberating
considerable.
already.
It has.
It
around this
doesn't want
spot.
to have to be anything. It is what it is.
Could it take the skipper down?
Potentially.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think probably.
I'm
That's
untakedownable.
the magnitude.
What time tomorrow do we need to make sure we're off the top?
I'm getting too much of that pressure at the moment.
Gas.
It'll happen when it happens, Jim, all right?
Can we-
I've got a meeting at 11:45. All things considered, it
Gaz.
should... Yes.
What do you need to
Can
sign
we
off?
just... I need to revisit that statement. Jim, what did you say?
What about
You
just then?
being taken down?
Untakedownable, or whatever the word was.
You're untakedownable. I would argue otherwise.
We're embarrassed for him. It's one of those things where you kind of have to look away because you can't believe he's in there, and it's embarrassing when you see him get on the treadmill. But he's got linguini arms because he doesn't do any weights in there. I think he needs to worry about doing some weights and not necessarily getting on the treadmill. But the players are sort of scared when he comes in case he hurts himself on the equipment.
That is one of the highest profile players at North Melbourne
Re-signed for 2 years.
talking about the chairman.
You're scared you're going to hurt yourself too.
You know what interests me about that?
He took him down.
And one of the better blokes in the game, Drew Petrie.
He's waited until he's signed a new deal before he's come out with
Well,
that.
he's not
I
stupid.
noticed.
He's not
There was
stupid.
none of that a week ago when there was still a bit of argy-bargy going
I'll tell you
on.
what you need to do, Chief.
triplem.com.au.
Log on right now. There's
Yep.
a video of Jim with his linguini arms on the treadmill.
I reckon it's
in
an
the north,
interesting
Jim.
style, Jim.
Chief,
You're scared you're going to hurt yourself.
at least I'm capable of getting on a treadmill.
Jim, have
At
you
least the
ever...
apparatus can withstand me.
Have you ever thought, Jim, Have you ever thought of introducing yourself to a dumbbell?
Chief, at least when I stand on it, it remains intact.
That's okay, Jim.
Real personal.
Introduce yourself to a dumbbell, Jim. Please. Your own players are calling you linguini.
No, that disappoints me with Drew Petrie. I thought he'd be better than that,
He's
but
a
he's
straight
tipped into
shooter,
the
mate.
same sort of rubbish that you carry
Hey,
on.
Chief, is
He's
it true
stretch.
you actually did dismantle a treadmill at the Kooyong gym once or not?
No,
Under
not
your
true.
weight, I believe. You sure?
I'm
Chief, is
100%.
that-
One
did
break
that
down
happen?
under
I
your
will
weight.
say this, with my knees, it's been a long time since I've been on a treadie.
Unravel in here. Since Duke got here, it's just
Yeah,
unraveled.
it has. It's fallen away on us.